All right, here we go again. We've got to get back on the train. Had a rough night of picks last night, 0 for 5. It's been a rough summer overall for myself and a lot of us, really. These set lists they have been playing, they've been tossing a knuckleball or two at us, even a slider, a couple curveballs, very few fastballs right down the middle so far in the set list. You know, a couple of nights seemed somewhat standard, but they're making life difficult on us pickers. And then I got around to doing some long shots. I went long shot first tonight. Okay, once again, we're going to pick an opener. We're going to pick a long shot, and then we're going to pick 5 songs. At least we're going to give it our best here. So, should we start with the long shot or the opener? I like to start with the long shot. Let's just start out being wrong. Why not? You know, if anybody's rewatching this video later on. Well, I'll tell you what, I ended on Rocky Top. That was my official long shot. But that was after deciding on Quinn the Eskimo, the Mighty Quinn. I was like, nah, I think that's out. I think that song's shelved forever. Then I came up with Life on Mars. I felt really good about that. Been over a decade. I was like, man, maybe that's going back too far. Maybe that's a little too on point for Austin, Texas. So I stuck with Rocky Top. That's where I landed. That's what we're going with. And then the opener, unfortunately, I hope I don't get this right, but I'm feeling Party Time. Party Time opener, Rocky Top long shot. So now let's get to our pick 5. Let's pick 5 songs. Going back to Chalk Dust Torture. Putting Run Like an Antelope on the list tonight. I think I've thrown Antelope on my list a time or two this summer. I know certainly many of you have. So we got Chalk Dust and Antelope as our standard favorites. I don't know if they're favorites, but they're pretty standard in set lists. Going back to the Ether Edge well. I'm gonna keep doing the thing where I call Ether Edge all summer. Like at this point, if I quit calling it, I'm a dead man. So I'm calling Ether Edge along with Chalk Dust and Antelope. Then Horn. Coming a little bit off the shelf, Horn. Could have also perhaps been considered a long shot. And then also, definitely could have been considered a long shot, Brother. So I'm rounding out my top 5 with Horn and Brother. Those two follow Ether Edge, Antelope, and Chalk Dust Torture. Of course, the order doesn't matter. Chalk Dust Torture, that could be anywhere, from the opener through the encore. Antelope, it's very likely going to end a set, but you never know. You never know! Ether Edge, who knows? Just please play it somewhere. Try to quit calling this stupid song. Horn, this one's for Spud. Brother, this one's for me. All right, let's go. Life on Mars, probably should have. They're never going to play that one again. It's been over a decade. Where is Life on Mars? They've given up on the search. James Webb is well beyond looking at Mars. All right, boom, we are out of here. Good luck, good fishing. Phil survived night 1. A few other folks were at their first show last night. They also survived. I promise you tonight's going to be better. That's it. Once we get past that Party Time opener, it's on. Boom, we're out of here again. I promise I'm not saying it anymore. I lied. Boom.